Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois. Well, the snow continues to fall outdoors. How long will that last, and how long will it take before it turns to rain? We're going to turn things over to Conrad Sapinski to take a first look at our forecast.
Our first weather is brought to you by Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Maine's largest rug cleaning destination for over 70 years. All right, it is middle of winter. We do have some snow on the ground, a lot more snow, of course, the more north you go. Look at these pockets right here where some places do have over 2 feet of snow. But big changes are on the way. We will have some warmer temperatures moving in just in 12 hours. By tomorrow morning, temperatures will be above freezing. Look at all this warm air making its way up. Washington, D.C. was close to 70 today, so very mild temperatures making its way up, and that's going to continue to be a trend by tomorrow. Today we had temperatures above freezing, around 39. It did feel really nice out there. Now we're closer to the freezing mark as more snow is in the area. Tonight, though, that snow will quickly transition to rain as temperatures continue to warm up actually tonight, and they'll be hovering in the 40s by the morning hours.
All right, so all that snow getting washed away overnight. Thanks, Conrad. Meanwhile, 2 people were arrested in Old Town following the execution of a search warrant earlier today. According to the Old Town Police Department, officers served a warrant at 6 South Spring Street to locate 38-year-old Brandy Mylan. Police found Mylan and 48-year-old Edward Janak inside the residence. Mylan was arrested for failure to appear as well as violation of conditions of release. During the search for Mylan, Old Town Police observed drug paraphernalia in plain sight, and a second search warrant was issued. Old Town Police were able to locate more than 1,200 gabapentin pills, 14 grams of fentanyl, 29 grams of meth, and other small quantities of drugs. Mylan was charged with aggravated trafficking of drugs and was taken to the Penobscot County Jail. A warrant will be issued for Janak for aggravated trafficking of scheduled drugs. The Old Town Police Department was assisted by the Old Town Fire Department and Bangor Police K-9 units. The family of a missing man from Bangor has increased the reward for information leading to his safe return. 38-year-old Graham Locker fled from the Dorothea Dix Psychiatric Center in June. There have been numerous searches and possible sightings since then. His family is now increasing the reward to $3,500. They're also sharing information with police agencies in other states along the I-95 corridor in case he's left the state of Maine. You can find more information by visiting the Missing Graham Locker Facebook page set up by his family. Officials say there are plans for a coastal hub city to be getting some much-needed updates along one of its busiest routes. Devin Dagnall met with officials to learn more.
The city of Belfast is planning to update a few of its intersections along Route 1. According to Mayor Eric Sanders, this comes as a result of residential complaints and an increasing amount of accidents at Route 1 intersections.
We've heard about it for over a decade with just people complaining, rightfully so.
According to the city manager, Aaron Herbig, the prospective Route 1 intersections to be updated are Congress Street, Route 141, and Route 52. Sanders says the updates will include motion-sensing traffic lights as well as walkability safety improvements to the roadways. Herbig says the process for the Congress Street intersection has already begun with secured funding from the federal government.
It's a $675,000 project, fully funded by the federal government, that will basically really improve safety at that intersection of Route 1 with Congress Street and Lower Congress Street. The reason for that is that we've had a lot of expansion over there in that section of town, so we want to make sure that our citizens of Belfast are safe, particularly our children, when they're going through that area.
According to Sanders, the updates to the Congress Street intersection are expected to begin this summer. Sanders says that although Route 141 and 52 intersections are not as far along in the process, they will follow as soon as they possibly can.
Maine DOT has some sort of inner council. They make all the final decisions. So it was certainly guaranteed that they're going to be looking at this as a final decision within this group of people. 2023 may already be baked into their business, but if the modernization is coming, we ask questions like, if you're working on Congress Street this year, can you add this at the same time since you're going to be in the neighborhood?
In Belfast, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The pipes inside Bucksport Senior Center's kitchen froze and burst due to the cold snap the state endured last week. The water caused extensive damage to the kitchen, forcing the center to suspend meal service for senior citizens. However, the tight-knit community of Bucksport came together to make sure seniors got what they needed.
Our local Hannaford has graciously pledged to make enough meals for 75 customers. So they can either be sent out with our volunteer delivery drivers, or customers can come in the dining room and eat here with us, just like they always used to.
Foster says the Hannaford and Bucksport will be providing rotisserie chickens, potato salad, vegetables, and anything else needed to make a complete meal. He also says service expects to be fully restored by next week. Last Thursday, a fire inside the Giffords ice cream factory in Skowhegan forced that plant to shut down. A week later, Lauren Healy, a spokesperson for the company, has provided a statement from the family to respond. They said they're focused on the days when they get to return the favor and can thank all those who have supported them. At this time, they're focused on assessing the damage and setting in motion a plan so that they can come back stronger than ever and get back to bringing joy to their loyal fans, end quote. Healy also shared that the Giffords team is still assessing the damage and is working with local and federal officials to continue to investigate that fire. The family says they're thankful for the community's support, and they plan to provide the public with an update on their next steps soon. A bill has been introduced to the Maine legislature that would give renters protections from retaliatory evictions. Senator Ann Carney of Cape Elizabeth introduced the bill that was the subject of a public hearing today before the Judiciary Committee. The bill would require proof that a landlord is evicting a tenant for legal reasons if a tenant formally claims that they're being evicted in retaliation or for illegal reasons. The bill would also protect the tenant when a landlord tries to raise rent in violation of Maine's 45-day notice law. Recent data shows evictions in Maine increased 27% between 2021 and 22. The bill still faces further work in committee. High school students in Maine could be starting their school day a little later if a bill is passed by the legislature. LD 257 would require public school districts to ensure that their high schools start no earlier than 8:30 a.m. beginning in the 2024 school year. California was the first state in the nation to pass similar legislation. Some schools in Maine have already made the switch. The bill's sponsor says it will give students the best chance of getting enough sleep and being successful in school. Well, Susan Collins spoke out today from her new position as vice chair of the Defense Appropriations Subcommittee to question top national security officials about the Chinese surveillance balloon dilemma. She voiced a variety of concerns, including her opinion that the balloon could have been shot down earlier. She said communications were insufficient and inconsistent between the president's administration and the Defense Command Force regarding the path of the balloon before it was spotted over Montana.
Let me begin by noting the obvious. This was not a harmless weather balloon somehow blown wildly off course, as the Chinese have claimed. This was a serious and blatant attempt by the Chinese to collect valuable data. In fact, a sophisticated spy balloon such as this one provides certain advantages over high-tech satellites. Regarding previous balloons, it's alarming that NORAD and NORTHCOM were apparently unaware of these incidents in real time. That exposes questions about whether there are unacceptable gaps in the military's ability to detect and address potential airborne threats.
Collins' presentation, was followed by testimony from 4 officials within the Biden administration regarding their surveillance efforts. Penobscot County Cares held a Narcan training event today in an effort to reduce record-high overdose fatalities. Narcan, or naloxone, is a medication used to reverse the effects of opioids and save someone from an overdose. Today's training focused on recognizing the signs of an overdose. Attendees also learned where to obtain Narcan and how to use it.
It comes in a little peel-off pack, and there's 2 in a box. And I know, like we said before, you may not be able to hear it, but when you push the plunger all the way up, you'll hear it release, and you'll know it's ready because you know it's sprayed because the plunger will be all the way up through.
And if you'd like to access the Narcan training meeting, you can head to PenobscotCountyCares.org. The Municipal Review Committee has run into another snag with investors, and now time and money could be running out to reopen Municipal Waste Solutions in Hamden. Our Matthew Jurancic tells us more.
The clock is ticking for the Municipal Review Committee to get the trash plant in Hamden up and running again.
The reality of our situation is that we need to resolve this within the next 3 to 6 months, or we will all need to accept the fact that the facility will not process waste.
The urgency comes after the organization's deal with Revere Capital Investments fell through and expired at the end of January.
We're frustrated that we didn't get the deal closed sooner by now. Like I said, the buyer still has a seat at the table, but where we couldn't get to a closing, we had to go and put solicitation letters out.
At this time, MRC is still in contact with Revere Capital Investments and 9 other companies about a potential partnership. The MRC held a town hall-style meeting earlier this week to update negotiations with Revere Capital and to discuss where they're going from here.
Revere had also requested a change from the original term we had agreed upon, which MRC found unacceptable and could not agree to.
But with so many unknowns, many municipalities are still hopeful that all parties involved will come back to the table and the partnership will work out.
I am very much in favor of the trash plant and very much in favor that it gets going as soon as it can, by whatever means MRC necessary to get it going. And it's not going to be done, apparently, unless government gets involved.
We're going to do everything we can to get this thing going. Stick with it. We'll get it done. And, numbers speak volumes. So, we're going to get this thing done.
The committee said in Monday's meeting that it hopes to find a partner and close the deal by mid-April. In Hamden, Matthew Jurancic reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, we'll have a story about a planned modernization of part of the Castine waterfront. And we'll also tell you about some Maine Air Guardsmen who have just been welcomed home. Well, those stories and more local news when we come right back.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Winter was welcome about 2 months ago. Now, some think it's overstayed its welcome. It's not going anywhere soon. So, we will have to get away to someplace sunny, to someplace warm, someplace away from winter. Let's begin at Bangor International Airport, the official airport of making tomorrow's winter break memories. Today, flybangor.com.
Everyone is talking about Spectrum One. Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and mobile give you seamless connectivity. Let's see why.
Spectrum Internet has the most consistent download speeds. The advanced Wi-Fi comes with enhanced privacy and security features. Spectrum Mobile is super reliable, and it includes 5G nationwide.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-759-4999.
Call now or visit a Spectrum store today.
Family owned and operating in the Bangor area for more than 10 years. Crosby's Welding is here to help you. We specialize in steel, stainless steel, and aluminum welding and fabrication. We serve many of the local industries from Maine lobstermen to the commercial trucking industry and everything in between. Fully mobile on-site construction services right down to custom signs and fire pits. Fast, friendly, reliable service. Give us a call today for a free estimate, 974-7815.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. Find new experiences. Find new roads. Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $1,250 cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 cash allowance.
Hello, everyone. I'm Craig Colson. Coming up on the next Good Morning Maine, we'll hear from the folks from Fields Pond Audubon Center about their upcoming Winter Fun Day. They'll be teaching people about things they can do inside this time of year and things you can do outside, too, like snowshoeing. We hope you'll join us on the next Good Morning Maine. We'll have all the day's news and more.
Welcome back. Lewiston school officials say schools could be forced to close if they don't find a real solution to vacant teaching positions. The superintendent has an idea that could help fill the void, but as Asia Reed explains, not everyone is on board.
Some Lewiston school officials say an alternative method to certifying teachers could be the solution to staffing shortages.
All right, George, I need you on your side.
Lewiston's superintendent came up with the idea. His plan is to create an apprenticeship program that eventually ends with a teaching degree.
Here's a 5-year window. We will teach you, we will help you, we will coach you. There'll be reflective processes in place. We'll use identified standards that exist.
That 5-year window would be for candidates who want to be a teacher, but don't have the certification yet. Langlis says they will be able to work as teachers as long as they are in college and working toward a teaching certification. The idea comes from an ongoing staffing issue. Lewiston schools have 30 unfilled teaching positions right now.
I really think that in the next 2 or 3 years, we could look up and say, schools closed today because of staffing.
Principal Don Ferrara of Connors Elementary says the proposed solution could be the answer to keeping schools open and even getting better educators.
This will give us folks coming in with some educational training to then be able to hit the ground running with our students.
Some Lewiston educators, like Jay Rich, disagreed with the plan at a board meeting Monday.
I believe parents in the community would be shocked to hear that we are continuing this pattern of not retaining highly qualified educators and instead looking for easier and cheaper ways to employ unqualified staff.
Rich says one reason Lewiston is short-staffed is because of pay and benefit issues, which she doesn't think is something that will be solved with the superintendent's idea. The Maine Board of Education will have to approve the plan. If approved, the superintendent says the training program can be used in all Maine schools.
That was Asia Reed reporting. Meanwhile, the permitting process is underway for a major renovation on the Castine waterfront. A Maine Maritime Academy spokesperson says MMA will be receiving a new purpose-built training ship known as the National Security Multi-Mission Vessel. The ship will be replacing the Academy's current training ship, TS State of Maine. We're told that the new ship will bear the same name. In preparation for the new vessel, Maine Maritime Academy will undergo a modernization of its existing pier, which includes upgrades to accommodate state-of-the-art technology on the new ship, such as advanced emissions control and reduced sound levels. Renovations are scheduled to begin this summer, and they'll take around 9 months to complete. Some Maine Air National Guard members have returned home after a 6-month deployment overseas. 30 members of the 243rd Engineering Installation Squadron were supporting operations in Africa and Southwest Asia. Members of the 243rd are trained in providing information technology and communication setup, support, and removal at military installations across the globe. Many of the members of this deployment have supported previous missions. And our thanks go out to all servicemen and women. Well, coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, we'll have the latest from the aftermath of the earthquakes in Turkey and in Syria. And the CEO of Southwest Airlines is in Washington being questioned by the Senate. Those stories and more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 continues.
Here at Garrett's Auto Sales, we believe in fair prices, superior service, and always treating the customer right. We have a fantastic selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, with some priced under $10,000. All our vehicles come with a complimentary 30-day warranty and can be seen at garrettsauto.com. Come see us at Garrett's Auto Sales, where we focus on you, the customer. We're located just 2 miles from the Brewer Walmart on Route 1A. We look forward to meeting you.
At Dorsey Furniture, we believe value means more than a great price.
That's why we do what we do at Dorsey Furniture. That's why we're always updating our showroom with new pieces and new displays. That's why we're always eager to show you the latest furniture styles and newest fabrics.
Because we believe that your home should be beautiful.
Visit our showroom and experience Dorsey quality, Dorsey value, the Dorsey reputation. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A in Holden, and online at dorseyfurniture.com.
Having a hard time finding that perfect gift? No worries. From now until February 14th, Quality Jewelers is offering one-stop shopping for all your Valentine's Day needs. Every purchase will come with a bonus gift, and our gift package makes shopping this Valentine's Day easy. You'll get chocolates, a stuffed animal, and a Valentine's Day card to fill out. If you're looking for the easiest way to really impress that special someone, look no further than Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC 7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Coastal Auto Parts, Comfort Shoes and more, Main Collision Center, The Farmer's Table, Tossie's Checkout and Convenience Store, and Urban Air Adventures.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
We're learning more about the Chinese spy balloon that flew across the U.S. last week before it was shot down over the Atlantic Ocean. Fox's Jonathan Hunt has the latest.
The joint resolution is passed.
In a rare bipartisan move, the House voted unanimously Thursday to condemn China's balloon surveillance program, calling it a brazen violation of U.S. sovereignty.
This is not a partisan issue. This is truly an American issue.
Fox News has learned the Chinese spy balloon had Western-made parts, some with English writing on them. The balloon was equipped to collect intelligence signals using multiple antennas and solar panels large enough to power intelligence collection sensors.
The tool package, the equipment package on that balloon was enormous.
Members of the House and Senate learned more at closed-door briefings 10 days after the balloon entered U.S. airspace. And both sides of the aisle agreed that the U.S. can no longer have a domain awareness gap when it comes to China.
Either this was a huge mistake by some entity within the Chinese government, or it was a test of our resolve by Xi. If it was, he got a clear answer.
The balloon shot down by the United States is part of a widespread global surveillance program run by the Chinese military that spans 5 continents and more than 40 countries. The U.S. Navy is continuing its work off the coast of South Carolina to quickly recover the balloon's debris on the ocean floor. In Los Angeles, Jonathan Hunt, Fox News.
Meanwhile, State Department officials say at least 3 Americans are among the dead following earthquakes in Turkey and Syria on Monday. The death toll has now surpassed 20,000. Fox's Greg Palcott has more from southern Turkey.
The grim tally of those killed in earthquakes in southern Turkey and northern Syria continues to rise, now over 20,000. As nearly 4 days after the horror struck, hope of finding anyone still alive fades. Still, there are miracles. This 6-year-old boy recovered from the wreckage some 80 hours after the quake. So, some 100,000 Turkish first responders at work, helped by teams from around the world, including the U.S. The USAID flying in some 100 emergency workers from Virginia and California, setting up a base camp in the hard-hit city of Adıyaman.
We're here to help the people of Turkey. There are still a potential for trapped victims in many of these collapsed buildings.
Soon after they arrived, they set out, only to find a scene looking closer to a hell on earth. Buildings destroyed, power, water, and vital supplies gone. People angry with their government huddled around fires to keep warm.
There's been a lot of destruction driving through here. It's pretty staggering, honestly.
You're still hopeful you can get something done here, though?
Absolutely.
The U.S. at the scene of the Turkish earthquake. A Los Angeles Fire Department search and rescue team drilling a hole in the side of this pile of rubble just to go inside, just to see if there's anybody left alive inside. There had been hope at this collapsed apartment building. One of the fire department's sniffer dogs had earlier picked up a human scent. So these American professionals drilled, listened, opened up a gap, and looked, trying to find any signs of life. After several hours of hard, gritty, difficult, dangerous work, there was no one deemed alive. Disappointment. Still, within minutes, the Americans were looking at another spot to go to, leaving into the dark night to try to find some last survivors. One USAID official told us to explain why they're here. No one single country could be expected to handle a disaster of this scale. Just to look at all the death, destruction, and chaos all around us as we stand here right now, that is an understatement. At Yemen, Turkey, Greg Palcott, Fox News.
With the death toll continuing to rise from that massive series of earthquakes that hit Syria and Turkey, the two biggest earthquakes, which happened before dawn on Monday, brought down thousands of apartment buildings on people while they slept. As the search for survivors continues and the path to rebuilding lays ahead, Mainers are reaching across the world to do what they can to make a difference. Partners for World Health says every year they send shipments of supplies to their partners in Syria. Now the group says it's expediting planned shipments to increase their support. They say they're also working with partners to find ways to support people in need in Turkey.
We're just ready here in Portland, in our little city, and ready to get our supplies internationally. It's something we're familiar with and something that we're capable of doing, so we're happy to do the work and kind of jump into action.
If you want to help, you can go to partnersforworldhealth.org. Southwest Airlines facing Congress on Thursday. The airline has been in hot water since December after millions of people were left stranded during the Christmas holiday. A storm grounded planes across many airlines, but Southwest was not able to recover. It took nearly a week for operations to be back up and running. Fox's Lydia Hu has more.
When are you going to complete that upgrade? How are you addressing that de-icing in those areas that obviously Denver, Chicago, need the extra equipment?
Southwest Airlines Chief Operating Officer in the hot seat Thursday, answering questions from senators about his airline's Christmas meltdown.
So why did this happen? Let me be clear, we messed up.
The carrier came under intense fire after canceling more than 16,000 flights back in December due to inclement weather around the country. More than 2 million passengers were left stranded and scrambling to find a way home during an already hectic holiday travel season. During the hearing, senators read statements from some of those impacted in their district.
Diane Martinez needed her epilepsy medicine and had to drive 10 hours from Charleston to Nashville because Southwest had no available flights for days. Kate D. missed her own wedding despite booking a flight scheduled to land more than 2 days before her wedding.
Watterson says since December, Southwest has improved its operating systems, processed all refunds, and completed nearly all reimbursement requests.
We are intensely focused on reducing the risk of repeating the operational disruption we had in December and repairing the trust.
The airline is currently in the process of negotiating new contracts with some of its employees, including the pilots and flight attendants. In New York City, Lydia Hu, Fox News.
Well, it's the third week in the double murder trial of disgraced former attorney Alec Murdaugh. On Thursday, more witnesses testified about his alleged financial crimes. Fox's Jonathan Seary has more.
Big reputation. Alec had a big reputation.
Prosecutors in Alec Murdaugh's double murder trial laying out more evidence about his alleged financial crimes. They suggest Murdaugh killed his wife Maggie and their son Paul to prevent an alleged embezzlement scheme from being exposed. Taking the stand Thursday, attorney Chris Wilson, Murdaugh's longtime friend who partnered with his firm on a case. Alec is accused of stealing nearly $800,000 in fee checks from that case that were supposed to go directly to his firm.
He explained he was going to put those monies into an annuity and that the checks needed to be made payable directly to him instead of to his firm so that he could do that.
Murdaugh spoke with Wilson on the phone minutes after prosecutors say he fatally shot his wife and son. Wilson testified that 3 months later, he confronted his friend about the missing funds. Alec allegedly admitted to the theft, saying he had an opioid addiction.
Shocked, betrayed, mad, never saw it, never suspected it, drugs or money.
On cross-examination, the defense questioned Wilson about Alec and Maggie's relationship a week before the murders.
Maggie and Alex getting along as far as you knew?
Yes, sir.
Was it a fun time had by everyone, best you could tell?
Yes, sir.
After a verdict is reached in this case, Murdaugh will stand trial on financial and drug-related charges. In Atlanta, Jonathan Seary, Fox News.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, it's National Pizza Day. We'll tell you what a pizzeria in Canaan did to celebrate. We'll have that story and much more when we come right back.
The Great American Race. The Daytona 500. February 19th, only on Fox.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. Find new experiences. Find new roads. Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $1,250 cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 cash allowance.
Here at Black Fly Coffee Company, quality will never be compromised. No matter what type of coffee you choose, whether it's hot, iced, or frozen, you can feel confident that our products are the highest caliber. We're here to assist you with your morning cup of joe, along with your mid-afternoon pick-me-up. And while here, grab a pastry for a snack. We always have fresh pastries available from a local business right here in the area. We look forward to meeting you soon.
Does your vehicle need a little more work? Have an odd sound coming from somewhere? Bring it over to Jackson's Automotive in Old Town. We have the best technicians and offer a fair price. We also accept all aftermarket protection plans. Now, if you're unable to drive your vehicle to us, we can help you get it here. Also, if you'd like to protect your vehicle for years to come, we offer Wool Wax undercarriage protection. We're located at 546 Main Street in Old Town. Give us a call at 827-2676.
CEM DP Porter Contractors has been in business for over 40 years in the Bangor area. We specialize in design build for commercial, medical, and residential. We can assist our customers with anything from lot procurement to helping find financing for your project, along with building maintenance and renovations. CEM DP Porter Contractors is currently hiring at Herman for multiple positions, including carpenters and laborers. We offer vacation, holidays, a 3% IRA match, and competitive pay. If interested in applying, please contact Jason at 207-848-7486.
Welcome back. Pizza lovers had a big reason to celebrate today. Our David Ledford delivers us the story.
On National Pizza Day, many pizzerias across the country are giving out free slices to anyone who comes by. And for the first time ever, the Good Crust in Canaan joined in on the fun, offering 200 free servings from 12 to 6 p.m. on Thursday.
Thank you. It was very nice. Yeah. Very nice.
While it might be delicious, pizza is only one small part of what the day is all about.
It's quite an issue, food insecurity and hunger even, here in the States. So we're happy to take part in this, and I think that it's important that everyone really looks into the issue of food insecurity and hunger.
The Good Crust is one of 500 other pizzerias and pizza dough manufacturers participating in Pizza Across America, an event sponsored by Slice Out Hunger and World Pizza Champions to provide a meal to those that may not be able to afford it. Locals who stopped by the Good Crust shared their thoughts on the charitable meaning behind the day.
I think it's a wonderful addition to our small town here in Canaan. It's a win-win for everybody.
One pizza lover says she drove 45 minutes to enjoy a slice of the pie, which employees say is made with 100% Maine grains.
It was such a treat to come here, to have a delicious piece of the pizza. I hope it happens more than once a year.
According to their website, Slice Out Hunger has raised more than $1.3 million for hunger relief efforts around the United States since 2009. To learn more about the annual event, visit sliceouthunger.org. In Canaan, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
It's got me hungry for a late night snack. Well, meanwhile, music fans worldwide have been waiting to see music superstar Rihanna take one of the biggest stages of her career. Now the halftime headliner is giving us a few details about her big show. Fox's Madeline Rivera is in Glendale, Arizona with more.
Everyone is looking forward to the matchup between the Eagles and the Chiefs, but today we're learning more about Sunday's halftime show.
We're excited to do the Super Bowl.
Music superstar Rihanna making her long-awaited return to stage as the headliner of Sunday's Super Bowl halftime show. The Don't Stop the Music singer only has 13 minutes before she has to take a bow. Rihanna tight-lipped about her set list, saying she tried an estimated 39 different versions before landing on the final lineup of songs.
It's going to be a celebration of my catalog in the best way that we could have put it together.
It's been years since her last public performance, but Rihanna says she knew this was the right time to resurface after giving birth to her son last year.
When you become a mom, there's something that just happens where you feel like you could take on the world.
If you want to catch Rihanna's performance in person, you're going to need a ticket to the big game, and that's going to set you back thousands. According to StubHub, if you buy a ticket now, it'll cost you about $3,200 to get into State Farm Stadium. Average ticket prices going for nearly $7,000, but fans are willing to pay to see their team battle it out on the gridiron.
They're saying, okay, I'm going to do this once in a generation. I'm going to go once in my life, and so it's easier to justify as sort of that bucket list trip.
The Super Bowl experience in downtown Phoenix is open again after a short break. More than 70,000 people came through on opening weekend, the second highest fan welcome after 2012 in Indianapolis. In Glendale, Arizona, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
Lots of people looking forward to that big game, which again you can watch here on Fox 22. Going to be a great time. And when we come back, we'll have our full 5-day forecast. Stay with us for that.
We have around 7 inches of snow on the ground. Are we going to continue to add on to that, or will more of the snow be melting by Super Bowl Sunday? I'll have all the answers and more coming up.
We're lucky to live in Maine. We have a wealth of natural resources, hardworking people, and time for the things that matter. Mechanical Services is all about Maine, with energy efficiency that protects our environment and helps businesses grow. Preventive maintenance and energy solutions that save money. How Maine is that? Mechanical Services. We're everywhere you are in Maine.
Turn your low energy into big fitness energy in 2023. Join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and get energized with tons of equipment. Simply join through the free PF app. Deal ends Thursday, February 16th.
Hi, I'm Renee from R&B's Home Source at Clowes Corner in Madison. For over 15 years, we continue to serve the people of Somerset County and beyond with quality products at the lowest possible prices. Find Serta mattresses at our Serta Sleep Center and Catnapper and Best Furniture for your living room. We carry most major appliance brands, and we proudly service what we sell. Stop in and see us 4 miles north of Skowhegan on Route 201 in Madison.
Shop with us here at R&B's Home Source.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Body Graphics Tattoo and Piercing Studio, Coastal Auto Parts, Electrify Maine, Loring Job Corps, Overhead Door Company of Bangor, and Rack Attack Basketball.
Let's go! Sunday on Fox. Let's go! It's not how you begin.
You take advantage of the moment.
But how you finish.
Dominate from the first snap to the last snap. Turn it up a notch.
Super Bowl 57, Sunday on Fox. 3 mentors, 3 floors, 1 next level chef.
We're on the top. I want to stay here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Next Level Chef premieres after the Super Bowl on Fox.
Welcome back. Our main weather is brought to you by C&K Variety. Stop by C&K Variety in Herman today for a hand toss, pizza, subs, salads, and more. C&K Variety, your local go-to convenience store. All right, folks, we made it. It's Thursday. But look what we got going on. We are all lit up with some winter weather advisories in effect till around 4 a.m. on Friday. Then that snow is going to quickly transition to rain. washing it all away. So by the morning hours, you're probably not going to see any snow outside. Right now, though, we do have some snow in the area, really starting to pick up in intensity, and that's going to continue to be a trend. But then closer to around midnight, things will be changing. Look how much precipitation we have. All these darker colors, those are some heavier bands moving in, and that's going to continue to be in the area all throughout the overnight hours. So closer to midnight, everything's going to transition to rain as that rain and snow line continues to make its way up north as temperatures really warm up. So instead of cooling down tonight, we're actually going to be warming up. Temperatures right now closer to freezing, and by the morning hours around 40 to even some lower 40s outside, and then quickly moving out of the area. So by Saturday throughout the day, we will absolutely be fine. Even by Friday morning, we'll just have some lingering rain showers. Not much snow is left. We're looking at around maybe 2-3 inches of snow here in town, and then melting away as all that rain starts to move in. We're looking at even some places getting close to half an inch of liquid equivalent rain. So not a big, long-lasting low-pressure system, but still definitely something to worry about, especially for that morning commute tomorrow. But hey, look at these temperatures. Incredible. Our average should be around 30 degrees. Look what happened by Friday, close to 50 degrees. Then that roller coaster ride down, close to average. Psych, look at this, 41 degrees. Mother Nature is literally saying, hey, spring is around the corner. Even some mid-40s by middle of next week. Incredible stuff, folks. It's been a very, very warm winter here in town. Tonight, though, like I said, temperatures close to the freezing mark, and then they will start to rise. That rain will be an issue by the morning hours. Please do not forget your umbrellas, folks. Tomorrow, though, morning rain showers, but overall, though, we will have lots of sunshine and decreasing clouds throughout the day. Look at the temperatures, though. 49 degrees, close to 50, with a west wind at around 10 to 25 miles per hour with those wind gusts. Our extended forecast outlook does show lots of sunshine into next week, and not much going on. It's going to be a pretty dry weather pattern with well above average temperatures. So it's slowly starting to feel like spring out there.
All right, yeah, lots of favorable temperatures on the way. Love to see the sunshine, too. Thanks so much, Conrad. And sports is coming up next. Stay with us.
It's the Toyota Washington's Birthday Sales Event at your all-wheel drive headquarters, giving you, for a short time only, cash-saving deals. Right now, you could get a cash-saving 3.99% financing deal on an all-wheel drive Camry. And every Camry comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and Toyota Safety Sense. Hurry to the Toyota Washington's Birthday Sales Event for cash-saving deals only at your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Andersen, we think so. When it's a window forged from Fibrix and over 100 years of refined craftsmanship, the essence of who we are transforms into a superior, stunningly beautiful window. So yes, a window can have a soul. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer. Find out why we are the better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Carey Medical Center in Caribou, Maine is recruiting for physical therapists. We offer generous benefits, competitive wages, loan forgiveness, relocation assistance, and you'll join a dynamic team of rehab professionals. Our hospital has been named one of the best places to work in Maine 2 years in a row. Ready for a new adventure? Do you have a passion for excellence? Learn more at careymedicalcenter.org or call 207-498-1270. Carey Medical Center, we're creating healthier communities.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Well, it is almost baseball season, and over at Husson, the Eagles are coming off of another NAC championship, and they have their sights set at the top once again. Ryan Sudol has the story.
I mean, our goal is just to win our conference. Take it one day at a time, making sure that everybody's on the same page and that everybody's looking to get better every day.
Husson baseball is coming off their third NAC conference title in a row, and their focus on the four-peat is already at a fever pitch in February.
The NAC's going to be really competitive this year. There's some great programs, I think, who have made some strides, and we're going to have to play our best baseball down the stretch.
The Eagles will really have to step up their game since losing their ace and their starting catcher. But the carousel of talent has been constant year after year.
Here at Husson, we've always had a great tradition of just a great group of guys, great group of young guys, and a good mix of older guys as well that kind of showing them the ropes. It's going to be fun.
12 out of the Eagles' first 15 opponents made NCAA regionals last year. Head coach Chris Morris says it's a great move for the team, even if the wins don't pile up.
We've said this since I've got here, we're going to play the best teams. And I think when you do that, it's good and bad, right? You play really well, it's a good thing. But also, good competition shows you what you need to get better at. And you're going to have great coaching staffs as well with that. So it helps me as a coach to make sure that we're getting ourselves prepared.
And with snow still on the ground, the Eagles' prep will be indoors for a while. But that has proven to be an advantage in their fundamentals.
I've seen it on the other side where you've been outside a lot and you kind of forget those little things. And, we really think that that's been a key to our success over the past couple of years, is just how good we've been fundamentally throughout the entire year. We kind of view it as a huge advantage for us.
As for what it will take to win yet another NAC title, the Eagles are taking it one day at a time.
We just try to win each day. I mean, that's what we've been focusing on. Win each day, get better each day. It's just going to transfer over.
Doing everything we can, playing Husson baseball, putting a bunt down, moving runners around, playing good defense. If we continue to do that, we'll be in the right place.
In Bangor, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Let's do that basketball thing now. We'll hit the hardwood. We've got 2 days left in the regular season for high school hoops, so we will begin our coverage here with a big Class AA girls matchup over in Hamden. Broncos, last game of the season for them, hosting the Oxford Hills Vikings. They're in the top spot of the region. Oxford Hills looking to finish the season hot, too, in that top spot. First quarter, Hamden's Lucy Wiles with a great pass to Bella McLaughlin, makes a nice move inside, count it, and one. Broncos strike first. Later, Vikings with it. Ella Pelletier shoots it to Tristan Derenberger in the corner. She's going to drain that corner three. First quarter, back and forth. Here is Hamden again. Wiles to McLaughlin to Caitlin Murphy. She steps in for the long two, and she buries it. Finally, Pelletier. She's going to find Sierra Carson on the wing. She pulls up, and she nails the deep 3-2. Broncos would lead after one, but the Vikings win 54-36. All right, let's head over to Brewer now. Across the river matchups tonight, girls playing in Brewer. We'll pick this one up in the second half, which is down but fighting. The freshman Jillian Ford gets in the lane and gets the bucket to go. Emmy Streams now. Quick crossover into the Euro step in for two. Back to Brewer. This time it's Ford again from three. She's going to get the three to fall. Big night for the freshman, but this was all Rams on Thursday. Carmen Maddox, she's going to get her own rebound and get the reverse to fall. Real nice play from the senior. Here she is again, a quick pass to Abby Quinn. She gets the layup to go, and then we will cap it off with Streams. Just money from the outside from Taylor Coombs. Bangor wins it 85-29. All right, let's go across the river now to Red Barry. Brewer and Bangor boys both wrapping up their seasons with the rivalry game, which is trying to rebound off of their first loss of the year. First quarter, Brady Saunders gets in the lane. He is too tough inside, gets that one to fall. Then for Bangor, it's Matt Holmes, spots up and sinks the triple. On the other end we go. It's Evan Netto from Ryder Goodwin. Catch and shoot from the corner. All three of those rattles that one home. Wyatt Stevens here finds Connor Boone. He's going to finish the job on the break. Great finish from the senior, but Brewer was too much. Here's Brock Flagg getting in the lane. Nice Euro step right there, the hoop and the harm. Brewer wins it 64-50. And finally, to the Cross Center we go. John Pabst girls hoops playing host to Herman. Huge game for playoff chances. Third quarter, Pabst leading. Claire Gattani takes it in the paint, and she's going to bury the pull-up J. Nice move right there. Later in the third, off of the missed shot, here's Herman's Bella Bowden. She's going to go coast to coast, take it all the way down the court for the lay-in and one. tied at 40 after 3. To the fourth we go. It's Gattani again, gets the feed from Anna Smith. Nice step back from the foul line over 2 defenders. But the Hawks, they would dominate that fourth quarter. Here is Bowden. She throws it down to Sadie Campbell. She's going to get underneath. She's going to get the lay-in to go. Herman breaks away in the fourth. They win it 61-48. All right, let's check out some other scores from around the area right now. Gardner finishes the regular season unbeaten. That's tough to do. 56-34 over Skowhegan. Greenville over Penquist in boys, 33-27. Hamden Academy going to Oxford Hills, the top team in Class AA boys, falling 70-64, but much closer than the first time those two played. Then Dexter and Foxcroft Academy. Dexter girls finish with 1 loss on the season, 42-37. All right, let's move on now. We are just a few days away from the big game, Chiefs and Eagles. And on Wednesday morning, 86-year-old Maine native Don Chrisman hopped on a flight and headed west for his 57th straight Super Bowl. Don's a Kennebunk native and a die-hard Pats fan, and he's in a unique fraternity. They believe there are only 3 fans that have been to every single Super Bowl. He is heading out to Arizona with his daughter Sue, the same travel companion as he's had the last few years, and he just hopes that his streak can continue.
I keep saying I'm going to give up, but then I get there's something inside that says you got to go. I'm afraid if I think if I gave it up and a day went by, then I'd brush it off and it's over. But until you get to, as long as you have the opportunity to get there, you kind of keep trying.
That's an awesome story right there. I hope there's many more in his future. That's all the time we have for sports, though. We'll be right back after the break.
Tonight's Doc Report is brought to you by Maine Valve, with more than 30 years of experience across the state of Maine, providing top quality real estate services.
When you've experienced fire and smoke damage in your home, when pipes break and you have water everywhere, when you're concerned about your family's health because of mold, you need a friendly face to take care of it all. You need the friendly faces of Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. We're just a click or call away. Whatever life throws at you, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is here for you. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories. We'll handle the rest.
Deny, delay, devalue. Time's on our side.
It's a serious accident. Lots of medical bills, wrecked vehicle.
Still, don't see a problem.
It's the law offices of Joe Bornstein, and they want triple what we offered, and a fair settlement now. Triple.
Call Joe. The law offices of Joe Bornstein. Maine lawyers working for Maine people.
Let's settle this one.
For over 75 years, Ariens has been blowing away the competition. Ariens snow throwers simply overpower other brands. See for yourself by watching the screen and then head to Jim Small Engines in Arlington, where these fabulous high-throwing Ariens snow throwers are on sale at unbelievable prices. Jim Small Engines brings 40 years experience in sales and service, and Jim knows that Ariens snow throwers are the best, but supplies are limited, so watch the screen and take advantage of the great sale prices on Ariens snow throwers now at Jim Small Engines, Snows Corner Road, Arlington.
Create the perfect spaces in your home for 2023 at the Furniture Gallery. Entertain in style this year with a new dining set. Have room for everyone on movie nights with a big sectional with extra seating. Feel more rested with a new mattress from Serta, Restonic, or Nectar from the Furniture Gallery. Kick back and save an extra 10% on our entire recliner selection and save up to 70% off clearance items. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
The Husson University Eagles take on the Maine Maritime Academy Mariners in a basketball doubleheader this Saturday, starting at 1 on ABC 7.
Welcome back. Disney says it is trimming its global workforce in an effort to save billions of dollars. The company says it will lay off 7,000 employees. The job cuts are part of a cost-cutting effort. Disney says it's aiming to save $5.5 billion by cutting operation costs and non-sports content. But it's unclear which divisions would face cuts. The GLAAD Media Awards will honor two major music stars. Anthony Hopkins will co-lead a new action thriller and more. Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin with the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
Wilson channels his inner Bob Ross, and major music stars get special recognition in the Hollywood Nation. Bad Bunny and Christina Aguilera will receive special honors for their contributions to the LGBTQ community at the upcoming 34th Annual GLAAD Media Awards. Bad Bunny will accept the Vanguard Award for making a significant difference in promoting acceptance of LGBTQ people and issues. And Aguilera will be given the Advocate for Change Award for her activism surrounding HIV and LGBTQ issues. The ceremony will take place in Los Angeles, March 30th. Anthony Hopkins and Glenn Powell are teaming up for a new movie. According to Deadline, the legendary actor and Top Gun star will co-lead Locked, a remake of the Argentinian action thriller 4x4. Powell will play a thief who finds himself entangled in a deadly trap set by a mysterious man.
I'm always moving forward.
Owen Wilson shows off his new look in today's First Looks. IFC dropped the first trailer to the upcoming comedy Paint, featuring Wilson resembling late American TV painter Bob Ross. In the film, he plays Vermont's top TV painter until a younger artist steals the spotlight from him. It arrives in theaters April 7th.
What did you just say?
And Will Ferrell is a talking dog seeking revenge after being abandoned by his human in the red band trailer for Strays. He teams up with other pooches, voiced by Jamie Foxx, Isla Fisher, and Randall Park, to help him with his quest to get back at his owner, played by Will Forte. The star-studded R-rated comedy lands in theaters June 9th. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
All right, a lot of interesting content there. Still really can't get over Owen Wilson as Bob Ross, but we'll see. Maybe that'll grow on me. All right, well, that's all for tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you have a great rest of your evening.
For more local news coverage, switch over to our sister station ABC7 right now for ABC7 News at 11.